What up, y'all? This is your boy Warloxide, and this is the Conspiracy Hour, motherfuckers. Today, today we are on part 2 of the Flint water crisis conversation. I will be joined by a very special guest that many of you may know. Some of you may not know. But I guarantee by the time you're done watching this, you're going to know who the hell he is. So, let's give that a minute. He said about 5 minutes he'll be ready. So let's let the chat start to fill up. Do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and smash the like button on this. And share this shit out everywhere you can think of. Share it out. We need to get the word across about the Flint water crisis. And I think that this is the best way to do it. Just get on here and talk about it. It seems like the media is not going to push it. We're going to get the thoughts from a Flint native. What up, D? We're going to get thoughts of a Flint native known as Frank Nitty from Project Born. He lived in Flint, I'm sure, his whole life, I believe. So yeah, he has strong feelings on the whole thing too. So definitely want to get his point of view. Let's get this chat rolling. Go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know you're here and let me know you're watching. Hell yeah. I see one like. Make sure to share. Share the shit out of this. Shit's about to get real. So, we're going to smoke some weed. We're going to prepare for the conversation. Any questions you may want to ask Mr. Frank Nitty or myself, go ahead, put them in the chat. This isn't the porn I ordered. Oh, shit, Mike. Sorry, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. Oh, shit. Everybody help me welcome the legend, Frank Nitty.
What's up, brother?
What up, Nitty? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Chilling. You all right?
Oh, yeah, man. Doing great. I haven't talked to you since Tales from the Lotus podcast last time we had you on.
Yeah, yep.
Hell yeah. So we're talking about, this is part 2 of the conversation we had a show the other day about the Flint water crisis.
Yeah.
I believe it doesn't get the attention it deserves, and we need to get that out there.
No, it don't. It don't. I guess they kind of swept it under the rug, because of the situation. The governor, he ain't in the office no more. So I guess they kind of just, I don't know. I guess they kind of swept it under the rug. I guess we didn't cause enough havoc about it. We didn't make enough ruckus.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You have the same belief that the media is not pushing it like it used to, like it should be? I think as long as there's a problem, the news should be pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you think like it's so many problems going on in the world, it's hard for them to be able to push everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then they're gonna cover what they want.
Oh yeah. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The media is biased, man.
Yeah, it's definitely biased. It really sucks, man. It's just so many people. I've been living in Flint for probably close to 20 years now. I'm sure you've probably been here your whole life. And
yeah,
I still see
I was born in Kentucky, but I moved to Flint. So I've been about 30 years, 35.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Rox TV did a water drive with you guys last year, I believe it was. Yep, last year up here in Flint with Sid Jones. Sid Jones was there. He was in the video with you guys. Maybe he lost connection. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you now. Froze up for a second. Hell yeah. Oh, got that up. Oh boy, I lost him. He'll be back in. Give him a minute. Probably got to connect to his Bluetooth and all that good shit. So, hell yeah, here we go. And he's back. There we go. Look like you're leaving Great Lakes.
Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah. That's my mom, man. I love that place.
Yeah, it's a good place.
So yeah, my biggest thing, man, we this is the Sid Jones Network. We're glad to have you on this show, man. Like, it's a big honor to have you on. Hell yeah, dude. Sure you remember Sid Jones from your guys' video.
Yeah.
Rocks TV at the time. Y'all did the water drive over here.
Yep.
Any plans for any future water drives coming soon?
We sure want to, but with this pandemic, the way it is like it's kind of throwing them off. You know what I'm saying? To get people to come to a lot of people to come to one spot. You know, I don't know how wise that would be right now. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, that's. I mean, just trying to be careful.
Yeah, tensions are already high, man. So all we know, it could break out into an all-out war. You know, that's
yeah. But you know, water drives would be great. I wanted to do a lot more of them.
Yeah, dude. Water drives seem to be a success. People really appreciate that shit. You can tell, man. It was great watching that shit. I believe we can get enough people together to do another water drive. I think that's definitely a good possibility. So I think as many water drives we can do is give back to the community. I think that's best. That's all we can really do to really help the situation.
Yeah.
Unless pay attention to who you're voting for, guys. That's really important. Really important.
Yeah, this pandemic, man, is throwing off everything else. Like, you know, this has thrown a lot of things off. You know, especially with people's businesses closing, and we can't do no shows, nothing.
Yeah, that really sucks. That's hitting me hard, man. Like, not be able to hit shows and all that good shit. It really sucks.
Yeah.
It affects everybody. Like, it affects different people differently, but eventually people are just gonna get tired of it, man, and just be like, I don't know. It's hard to believe, you know what I'm saying? It seems like the pandemic come quite conveniently at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. The timing was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy how everything just falls together. It's crazy as hell, man. This whole year has been just nothing but a shit show so far. I hope it turns out better.
Yeah, but one thing I can tell you, that pandemic is not fake. It's for real. Like I don't try to stress as much real as it is, because I know, because I had to take a little stint up there on that flow. Like, I know firsthand like how it hit you, and so I be telling people every time, I say, man, you know, don't take this as no joke, man, because if you get up there, you better be able to survive. If not, you're gonna die. Like, you better be strong enough to survive, because it will work you mentally. I was at the point of just giving up to myself, you know what I'm saying? So every time I get a chance to tell somebody, like, man, don't take this as no joke. It's for real.
Hell yeah.
It's for real, because I was up there I did 10 days up there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I didn't think I was gonna come home.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that. I didn't think I was coming home. So when people be like, they don't think it's serious, like, y'all have to take it serious. You have to take it more serious, because it's for real. If you get it, well, you better be strong enough to fight it off, because it comes for you like no other. I swear I have never experienced nothing like that in my life, man. It comes for you like no other.
Damn. What did you experience? Like, was it shortness of breath?
Yeah, man, I couldn't breathe, man. It's like really shortness of breath. I'm like, it takes you like literally to like just like take a sandwich bag, ball it up, and swallow it, and then try to breathe. That's about you know, the stint of it. You know what I'm saying? It's you can't breathe. Like I went, man, days like like first 4 days without eating, diarrhea, no food but still diarrhea, and then you fighting for air, like you just like your breathing, you see your chest you just like you on the toilet, you gotta take a shower, breathing that hard all day long, not where you get no peace. They still try to run like some oxygen up my nose. That wasn't helping. Like that wasn't. It still was like you had to sit down and just really sit there and concentrate on getting your breathing together. Like, and you had to, and then like they make you like the thing about to really fight it up. You got to get all that stuff out of your chest, that mucus and stuff. You got to cough that up. You know what I'm saying? That's the major fight. That helps get everything out. So, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you, brother. I didn't think I was coming home. I was at the point where I just given up. I was like, man, forget it. It breaks you mentally. You know what I'm saying? It breaks you. It takes everything you got, like, and then you just sitting there, like. And I was breaking mentally. I was just like, forget it, man. You know, I done lived good 45 years. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to tap out.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Boy, it took
scary
everything.
Situation.
Man, it's like it took God to come down by the bed himself to say, "Oh, get up. It's time, you get back. You know, it ain't your time or whatever, you know." And he made it happen, you know, because I tapped out. I won't even lie. I tell people every day, like, man, it broke me mentally. Well, I was tapping out, like, man, I'm straight. I'm good. Like, I was making peace with my maker, like, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think I was gonna come home. That's how bad it hits you. It'll make you feel that way. Make you feel that way. Somebody try to jump out the window, like from the 7th floor. You hear me? That's how bad it'll break you. Like you can't be like you. And I'm considered like kind of a strong, willed person, but it was breaking. Like, and it broke.
Oh shit!
It'll break you, man. It'll break you. Like I be telling, like, man, don't believe the hype and be like, oh man, and don't take precautions, and then you end up there. If you end up there, it's like it's a whole different ball game. You when I'm talking about fighting for your life for real, you really fighting for your life. Like, and it's a hell of a fight, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a hell of a fight. So I be always get that out there to people, man. Take that shit serious. This ain't no game.
You know, I've been skeptical on it myself. I'll admit that. I've never actually talked to somebody that's experienced it yet. I think you're the first. So,
man, I'm telling you, brother, it's just real. I was thinking the same thing like you. I was like, man, it ain't no worse. It's kind of like a super pneumonia. That's why, because they end up chopping me up. They up saying I had double pneumonia, but I'm like, I had every symptom of COVID-19, every symptom. Like, and I'm fighting for air. Like they say, I was fighting for air. Like, man, like it was hectic. Like you can't breathe. Like you better if you get up. The only thing I think that helped me out was I went in and I could breathe on my own, barely, but I could. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that saved my life. Where I didn't go to a ventilator and have a ventilator breathing for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just got to the point like, you know what? I'm telling you, I gave where I was giving up. Literally, like I'm straight. Like, I was making peace with my maker because I had that feeling like, man, I wasn't coming back home. I didn't believe I was gonna come back home. Like literally, I swear, man, I'm not lying. And it's hard. Like they get you up there, you on that floor, like it's just you and them 4 walls. Nobody can visit you. And the nurses will come in, they'll change your bag, but that's about to stand up. You might get you something to eat, but you're gonna do most of that time alone. And you're gonna sit there. That breaks you mentally. That's the mental part that really hits you. You know what I'm saying? That hits you, and you be sitting there like so much stuff will run through your mind, especially with everything everybody been saying and stuff. That stuff will work on you, and that's what'll break you. Yeah, man. It'll break you, man. It'll break you. I'm gonna tell you today, man. I'm gonna be the first to say, man, don't take this as no game. If you have to go up there ever, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. I was saying the same thing. I wouldn't wear no mask. Oh, I'm on God's time, and I mean that. I'm on God's time. But I was took up there, and it broke me. It broke me, brother. I'm telling you.
Damn. Hell yeah,
I didn't think I was coming home, man. I won't even lie. I'm blessed to be still sitting here.
I couldn't imagine not thinking you're gonna go home, man. That's a scary situation to be in, for sure, man.
Man,
Jesus.
especially if like you giving up. Like I was giving up. It was like I was tapping out, like tapping, like I had enough because I just couldn't breathe. Like it was just. Imagine you not eating and you got diarrhea, but you ain't ate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is against you. Like you got to fight all of that off. Like you got to fight all of that off. Like you fighting off a lot. The fight is hell because you fighting a lot of that shit off, man. You got to fight. You got to breathe. You're gonna get diarrhea. Your appetite's gonna be gone. You got to fight all of that. All of them. You got to. Then you got a fever. Like every day you got a fever all day. So they got to break that. It's so much, man. It's so much that you fight when you get there. It's like the fight is like you better be strong enough to fight it.
Hell yeah.
Because if not, you're gonna die, man. For real. That's no joke.
Yeah, man. That's scary shit, yo. I do not want to be in that position. I don't want anybody to be in that position. That would definitely be a shitty way to have to fucking live for any amount of time.
I'm good. Glad it was me and not one of my kids that had to go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, bro.
I didn't want to be the one. I didn't want to be up in there like that. But I'm glad it was me in the house instead of the kids, because I don't believe they could have took that. You know what I'm saying? That was. I'm glad it was me. It was, but I went for a hell of a ride, dude. But I'm back.
Yeah, really glad that it's not one of your kids, because you're not be able to go in and see them all the time. You know what I'm saying? That'd be fucking tearing me apart. That'd be horrible.
Man. Yeah, because then I know mentally they couldn't have took it. That would have been, they couldn't have took it. Mentally it would have been, it wore them like it wore me down, and I'm stronger mentally. And they're not. You know what I'm saying? It would have beat them to death. You know what I'm saying? Because you fighting so many dynamics. Like when you get there, you hooked up to everything. You get air given to you. Like it's just like the mental aspect of it will break you. Along with the physical. The physical is going to hit you because you be trying to breathe so hard, and then the mental aspect it finishes you off. That's what makes you want to just like give up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I didn't think it was as real as it was until I went up there. I experienced myself. I did 3 or 4 days up on COVID floor before they shot me up negative and said I had pneumonia. But I kind of think I think I had it, but I think they seen I was going to survive it, and they the statistics, they're like, well, he got pneumonia. But I had everything that COVID-19 displayed, everything. You name it, I had the fever, everything. Like,
yeah, that makes sense, dude. The statistics show if you're gonna make it, then it's got to be something else.
They're gonna shoot you to pneumonia. They said, well, you got pneumonia. But I had a deep pneumonia. I had never experienced a pneumonia like this. I ain't never really had. I had bad colds or whatever, flus or something. But this was a different level of an animal. It took into my lungs, like, man, like hard to breathe. When I tell you hard to breathe, you gasping all day long, trying to get enough air just to stay alive. Like, it was a fight, brother.
Damn, man. Yeah, this whole COVID thing seemed to cause a coin shortage. I've been hearing. Just this pandemic, it's caused coin shortage. Fucking, I don't know how many deaths last count. I haven't checked the last count of that, man. But this shit's is what it's cut out to be, man. It's a scary thing.
Man, they say, like, a lot of people survive from it. They do, but the experience that they go through to survive it is a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people who go to the hospital from it, like you in for a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's people who didn't survive it. Like,
yeah.
A lot of people who didn't survive it. So man, all I'm telling you, like, if you
Starting to lose a little reception there. Yeah, that's just crazy, man. I had no idea. Yeah, we had no idea.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you now. Damn, man,
Yeah,
we're really,
that was just in April. Like,
damn. Yeah, we're glad you pulled through that shit, man.
that was just in April. Like,
that would have sucked.
man, I didn't think I was, brother. I was, man. Everybody was praying for it. Everybody like, man, what is? I was like, man, I'm fighting. Like, man, how you doing? I'm fighting. Everybody was texting me. Everybody was getting the word, and like, man, I'm getting hundreds of messages. Like, man, are you okay? Are you okay, man? Tell me you okay. I'm like, man, I'm fighting. That's all I can tell them is I'm fighting.
Damn.
All I can say, man, like, you know, hey, man, take that shit serious, man, because you don't want none of your loved ones to have to go in there and fight that shit. Nobody older or no young ones, like, and you know you explain. You said you would never want to experience, but you would rather experience to have like your grandmother or grandparents or child or anybody young in your family, like, and it'd be rough. It'd be rough.
Yeah, it would.
Take that serious, man, because you ever have to go fight that, I'm telling you, you in for the fight of your life.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a scary thing.
That, man. Yeah, man. I every time I get a chance to tell somebody, man, it's like, because you know a lot of people think thought the same way like you, man. They think you like it's a Hulk or it's it's not as they say it is or whatever. Don't believe that, man. What they saying is true. Like it's true. I know. I'm telling you for a fact. It's true. It will lock on you quick. It will lock on you quick. I was sick from like April the 2nd to April 18th. Like I didn't go to the hospital till like the 9th. And it was like, and I was there. Like it was a fight from that point on. You know what I'm saying? But I got to try to fight it off like at home. I tried to fight it off at home, but I couldn't. Like I couldn't. My temperature ended up going up, and I was like, "Fuck it, I got to go to the hospital." Like, but I tried to fight it at home, but I couldn't even. I could barely breathe.
Damn. Yeah, that's a scary situation, man. Holy shit. Yeah, I've had I'm just waking up from being a smoker, waking up being able to not really breathe. That's fucking shitty enough. I can't even imagine.
Oh yeah. You smoke too, man. They have a time on your lungs.
Yeah.
They ask you if you smoke it or this and that. You know, that boy lock into your lungs while you're a smoker, man. You'll be in for a hell of a fight. Just look at how you know smoker or nothing like that. You know, but you'll be in for a fight of your life, man. Any asthma people or whatever. Like it locks on you, you in for the fight, a serious fight.
Yeah, most definitely. Always when I go out in public, I always make my kid wear a mask. I don't really wear them that often, but it seems like I want them to be safe regardless if you know what I'm saying. Like no matter what, they need to be safe. But
then you think about it. If you contract it, and then they get home, take their mask off, and you can pass it to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you better be safe than sorry. Like fuck it, there's another little mask. Man, you put that boy on, hit the store, come back, because you pass it on to somebody who can't take it, then you're gonna kill them. Literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody older with like diabetics or blood pressure or any kind of medical conditions, and their system ain't strong enough, like you pass it to them, they're gonna die. Like you're gonna kill them. It's not so much of the people that like you can contract it. You might be good with it. You might can get it, and your system might be strong enough to fight it off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, when you get it, you can pass it to somebody who can't fight it, and you can kill them. That's why they always try to, be mindful of other people, because you might get it and pass it to somebody in your family that can't take it. You might be able to take it, but they can't, and that's how the death end up piling up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it ain't so much of like, okay, it might be direct to you. Your system might be great. A few of your people, my system might be great, but one person you might get to somebody who can't take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why they tell you to be safe. You know what I'm saying? That's why they tell everybody to mask up and this, that, just for the sake of everybody else, because you might can fight that mother off. Like And you might not need no hospital. You might get a little sniffle, you might cough up a little bit, and you can quarantine at home and be straight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Darren Fraley says that cannabis helps fight it. That's
Does
good.
it?
Hell yeah.
I don't see how.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Yeah.
see how that cannabis can actually help fight. Like with my encounter with that, I don't know how cannabis is gonna stop it from getting into your lungs and locking in like it did on mine. I don't
Right.
see. It locked in. It locked in hard, man. Like hard. It ain't no flu. Like people are. This ain't nothing but the flu. The flu is nothing like this. The flu
Oh
is
yeah.
nothing like this. It's not even close. This is like pneumonia times 2.
Damn.
That's what it is. Like pneumonia times 2. It's like, pneumonia can kill you, but this is just like pneumonia. They told me I had double pneumonia. They didn't say I had COVID-19. They said I was negative for COVID-19, but I had all the symptoms. They said they typed me up as pneumonia. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna take it as pneumonia. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I had a fight on my hands like it was COVID-19.
Damn.
It was lock in your. It's like when they say you can't breathe, if you can't breathe, literally, I don't know how cannabis can do anything with that. I just don't see it. Like especially if you try to smoke it, like that should break your lung powers down somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you ain't gonna be able to rub it on your chest and fight what I had. Like you rub it on your chest, man, that ain't gonna do nothing. You're still gonna be fighting for air. Like it makes you fight for air like no other.
Damn,
Real
man.
for real.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah, man. I try to tell everybody, like, man, please don't take this as no joke. It it's serious. Like, and everybody like, well, only so many people die from it, but like, a lot of people can fight it off, but a lot of people who can't. You know what I'm saying? That's why they do the quarantine. That's why they do the mask and stuff like that. Because you pass it to other people, and that's what it concerns that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's good to at least be aware and be prepared. Definitely.
Yeah, you have to, man. Because I'm telling you, like, if you ever have to go fight it, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a fight that you better be ready for. It ain't gonna be no little punk fight either. It's gonna be a fight.
Damn. Hell yeah, man.
It's gonna be a fight. There ain't gonna be no easy one. You're gonna come out. You have a new appreciation for air. You know what I'm saying? Just a new appreciation to breathe, like regular air, like.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
Saying?
We're definitely glad we pulled through that shit, man. I don't know what the world would have been like without fucking Frank Nitty. That would fucking suck.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Keep yourself safe.
I need all the prayers I can get.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, you think you see me with this mask?
Yeah, oh yeah. Hell yeah. Taking your vitamins.
I came home, I was spraying everybody. I was spraying everybody down with a disinfectant spray. You come to my house, you had to get sprayed. He comes in the door. I sprayed the door. I sprayed everything down like it wasn't nothing. Like, man, because I'm like, I don't want to go back to the hospital again.
No, hell no.
I tell him, man, I don't want to go back to the hospital.
Definitely not.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but but we get back to the water, thing. We do need to jump back on that, man. We got to figure out how this COVID-19 thing is gonna work out. How we can duck the regulations to even make something like that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. We got. Sucks that there's some kind of regulations. We should just.
Yeah, go ahead.
We should be able to just go in there and be like, look, you're not running your shit right. You're working for us. You're fired. Get out. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it is. It doesn't work like that. You go in there and tell them that, they're going to laugh at you and have you arrested. It's like, this shit's all backwards. I have like a big problem with corrupt government, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
They hid the fact for how long? It was hidden probably. Well,
January.
Since January.
Well, they knew. They didn't hide it. Trump said that it wasn't as big. It's not a big deal that they had it contained and all that. He said this, like they had it contained and all that when it originally started. I don't even believe he knew what he was talking about at the time. Like he didn't see this coming. I believe. I ain't gonna say that they unleashed this out on us, but if they did, I think they lost control of it. You know what I'm saying? I think they lost control of the pandemic, and it just went left.
Yeah.
You know, I think they eventually just lost control, and it was over. Are you going back home? Or you staying with us? Yeah, it's like
this whole water thing, man. The water. I think that was covered up for a while before the people knew about it, right? The whole
water.
It was
a whole year and something.
Yeah, I know they switched from Detroit to Flint or some shit.
Yeah, to our Flint River, and then I believe we didn't get the memo till 2015.
Yep.
In October, I believe, and and it started in April 2014.
2014. Yep. That's
like that.
Did you know? Did you know anybody affected by the water, like health wise?
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who have been. You know what I'm saying? I know one lady who got the Legionnaire's disease.
Yeah. Yep. Legionnaires. That's what it is.
You know that was like it's like 13 deaths from that. You know, and it's like with the water, it's like this, and I you know it's still down like if you, because like and it's just the other day, yesterday or the day before, you know what I'm saying? Like I turned water on and it just had a stinky smell to it. And I'm like, and I go up to the nose and I smell it. I'm like, this is not right. Something's wrong. It got to be a break or something. You gotta check around for boil advisories because they do boil advisories a lot of times. So it was like it's like most of the time, like from my experience, like my daughter and them would break out. Like they used to break out. Like when first on it was their bodies would be have bumped up, and it was just like there was just so much going on. Like,
yeah,
and there's so much going on with it. Like like if you're not like a lot of people who come here, like you ain't from here, and they have people come up here like and then like they kind of itch from the water.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people because a lot of my friends live in the cities with the city water, and they be breaking out every time they take a shower. Their skin gets like rashy.
Yeah.
It seems to go away whenever throughout the day or whatever, but when they get out the shower, it's like holy shit.
Yeah, like I always try to tell them like, hey man, don't shower too long. Get in, do what you gotta do, and get out. Don't be in there playing with yourself and all that stuff. Get the hell out.
Hell yeah. Shake it more than once.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like that is like we fighting a pandemic and a water crisis like at one time. Like
yes,
like, that's rough, man. That's rough. Especially like when they stopped giving us water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was shitty.
Giving us water. Like that didn't make sense. Like they said we were gonna get water until all our pipes was changed and we was clean. Now they stopped a year ago, it'll be over a year ago, year and a half, stopped giving us water.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. That really doesn't make sense at all.
Yep. Exactly, man. It really sucks that what really pissed me off is that people are still getting a water bill and having their water shut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people should be able to flush their toilets and shit and piss and everything. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be charging them because you're fucking poisoning them. And it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? But they're still charging people. And then people get evicted because they don't have no water. They come in and condemn them, you know?
Yeah. You know, a lot of things can happen. But you're not having water, you can actually get your kids took from you.
Yeah, that's another thing that's fucked up.
Like, it's like it's so much stuff we got. But then we got the highest water bills in the country.
Oh yeah. Highest water bills, shittiest water.
In the country. From contaminated water. Like, it's just like, man, I don't know, man. It's just next level.
So do you think our mayor and the council had anything to do with it?
Yeah, they had everything. They had everything, all the way from the governor, all the way from Snyder, all the way down.
Everybody who made decisions.
I'm from
out of Flint. The Flint River is not safe. I can tell you that because I know a lot of things, you know, that people dump into the Flint River that I know, you know, it ain't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to even, I don't know who had the bright idea to change to the Flint River, but I think it was the dumbest thing ever.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so too. Like,
dumbest thing ever.
Who know? Like, I don't know who would live in this state knowing the Flint River and would still tap into it for water. That's just beyond me. They knew what they were doing. They knew what it would cause when they put all the chemicals in the pipes to clean them. That it would just tear all that shit out and expose the lead. Oh, there we go. I can hear you a little better. Oh man, but yeah.
Tap back in. I can't hear. Let me see.
Hell yeah! Tap into the fucking Flint River. You know it's bad.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine. Hear you loud and clear. Hell yeah. Having some technical difficulties, y'all. Sorry about that.
Yep.
There we go. Can you hear me now? I'm sure he'll be back. Seems like he's you know, have Bluetooth or something. This shit is evolving. What up, Darren? Bree? Oh, there you go. Welcome back.
Every time somebody called me, it takes I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, it's just crazy. Hear me better now, right?
Yep.
Good deal. The whole fam. That's awesome, dude. Family time with Nitty. That's good shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. They're gonna do something. I don't think they're gonna do nothing. But
I do look around and see the community trying to build and make Flint a better place. But it seems like everything you do, the damn government, local government, wants to involve themselves and either shoot it down or whatever. You know, it's like can't have nothing. You can't have nothing nice anywhere. They do. It's like they designate locations that they don't want to keep going, or we just get the corrupt government that just don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes. They like to go. Excuse me. They like to cooperate when it's election time because they need votes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know how they jump in and they buddy all around you till election time. When election time comes, they need them votes, and then when it's over, like don't remember shit they said they was going to do.
That's why I was saying it was kind of seemed convenient for this pandemic to happen, because it seems like every other pandemic's happened on election year too. And it's crazy.
Election year, yep.
Yeah.
But see, this one kind of backfires. I think it's gonna backfire. Like if they thought like it was gonna happen and he was gonna do something to make it go away, and then if they was gonna make people believe in him, then I believe that they're kind of off. I believe like for them to pull a pandemic, I think it was a war move. I think it was a war move, and I think they pulled it at the best time possible. You know, because of the situation we're in, at our leadership. You know, and you know he hasn't brought this country together at all. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, when it's time for us really to all to come together and make this go away, or you know, or when you know this stuff happens with racial tension and fighting race injustices and stuff like that. You know, he has done nothing but incite more violence. He hasn't made everybody like jump together.
Yeah, I can't really say either side has. You know, seems like
nobody
got left and right wing of the same bird.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. When you're the president, that's your job. It's not their job. It's your job to like, okay, you know, we got to figure out first. You got to figure out this pandemic, and don't try to keep passing over as a whole. You have to step in and be like, hey, you know, we have to do this so we can put the curve on it. You see what I'm saying? He has to put a step because he has the power to be able to say to do this. So we got to put a curve on it. And until we put a curve on it, we're always going to just see more outbreaks until we put a curve on it. So, you know, that's his job to make that happen. You know, it ain't his fault that it happened, but he knew in January and he blew it off. He blew it off like it was nothing. So instead of blowing it off, you have to, you know, handle that. And then they fired the team that they had in place. Why? How the hell they just now fired the team they had in place that does pandemic a little bit before the pandemic kicked in? Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense unless they were somehow involved.
Yeah. And look, and think about this. I want you to really take this in consideration. You sit around, you see none of him, Pence, none of them don't ever have on no mask. Never. And they go around a lot of people. They never have on a mask. Never. They walk in steel mills, they walk in factories everywhere. And they never wear a mask. Why?
No.
Why are they telling everybody else mask up, this and that, and they don't never wear a mask?
They probably don't believe it themselves, I'm sure. You know,
well, they have to, because I can tell them firsthand, and all they have to do is take, you know, not only me, go talk to some other who be on the front line, like people with the hospitals. They gonna tell you the same stories I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Because when I came home, my mama said, I was telling my mom, she said, you said that, but she didn't really believe me like that until a nurse came home one day. She was watching TV. And this nurse came in, and she was telling them, and she was crying, and she was like, she can't stay silent no more. She's like, they're not helping these people like they should, and this and that. I'm telling you, I came home, I told my mom, I said, Mom, they gonna put you in this room. I said, you on your own. They're not gonna really help you like that. I said, you can be praying to live, and you can be hoping to live, praying not to die. But you're gonna be like, and I told her the same thing before she seen that nurse do it. She didn't believe me.
Damn.
She didn't believe me. And then the nurse came on. She was crying and everything, and she was talking about how they not helping them and stuff like that. Like that's really true. Like it's man, this world right now is so in a frenzy that it doesn't make sense. Like we're at our most vulnerable right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. Some of this shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it just. But you know what? It's just us as the people. We all got to come together, and we got to figure this shit out. Us as American people together got to figure this shit out. We got to pull together and like, you know what? We're not letting this happen. We're not letting that. We're gonna look at you. We're gonna help each other out. We're gonna do this. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about that. We're gonna figure this shit out. These motherfuckers not gonna pull this shit over on us, and we just gonna sit back and let it ride. Whether it's a pandemic or whether they're trying to injust this racial, but I don't give a fuck. We're not taking this shit no more. We done took this shit for too long. It's time for all of us, other people, to stand up and hey, whatever is right. I gotta say, I don't know nothing about no left and right. I don't give a fuck about Republicans, Democrats. I care less. Me, all I care about is right and wrong. Either you're right or you're wrong. It don't make no other difference. I don't care what side you're on. I'm not gonna stand behind you knowing you and you sit up there wrong, and I know you're wrong. You see what I'm saying? I can't stand behind nobody doing that. You do some fuck up to somebody, you fucked up. You can't stand behind nobody who does that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Like I can't do it. You know, I just can't do it. Like I don't care if I've known you for 20, 30, 40 years and we've been cool. You do something fucked up, I'm through fucking with you. Period. I just don't fuck with you. That's just the way it goes, and that's just the way everybody has to look at life. Like a lot of people look at life and they bias in a way. I know everybody was raised different, and you know we all came up under different circumstances, and that's cool. That's cool. But we all know right from wrong. We learned that shit when we was little.
Yeah.
When you see something that ain't right, just say something. When you see something that ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Step up for somebody. Step up for the next person. Like, man, you know that shit ain't right. You know that shit ain't right. You know that shit. Point that shit out. As soon as we start doing that, then we start getting to the root of the problem. I don't care who it is. If it's my own mama. If she wrong, she wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. People, I mean, a lot of people are scared to step up to certain people at times because in fear of losing either a job or losing this or losing that because this person's stronger. This, fuck, I don't give a damn. Me, I don't care. If you wrong, I'm hey, brother. You know, come here, let me talk to you. You know,
yeah.
And you break it down why you wrong. Why you know what I mean? If they wrong, and then especially when they know they wrong, I can't stand behind somebody. I can't stand behind the wrong shit. I just don't like. I don't like doing that shit. I can't stand behind you when you know, like, okay, this is fucked up. Like, you know,
exactly.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's that's rough to do, man.
Oh yeah.
And this country ain't gonna change until we do, man. This country has a lot of blood on its hands, man. It has a lot of blood on its hands that they can't shake.
Exactly.
Huh?
We got a lot of politicians that need to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Politicians in general.
Yes, this is like
this country up.
Politics in general not only has screwed this country up, I think it has been the divide for people. Because everybody like, man, why is it so divided? Why are we divided? You know, we are one race, we're this and that. I said no, because we're divided at the top. It's Republican, Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You got two different sides. So how the hell we gonna come together if somebody on this side gonna vote for their people, and no matter what, if they wrong or right, that's fucking. I'm voting with them. If they wrong or right, we vote with them. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. If it's not right, it's just not right. I'm not voting with you because I think if it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm not voting with you because it's wrong. That's why I don't. When everybody throws in politics, I don't know nothing about no left and right. I don't fuck with no. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I just go with what's right and what's wrong. I don't care what side you're on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a millionaire motherfucker or a billionaire motherfucker like them. You know what I'm saying? I came from hard upbringings. I came out of the project. I came from poverty to the third power. You know what I'm saying? To start, you know, getting a little respect making records. You see what I'm saying? Like, but if I tell you my story, you can say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if I tell you the story to get here, my story to get here was a fight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To even stay alive, to get a meal, or to have a sandwich, or you know what I'm saying? We you know, a lot of people they're not on the same line with it. Some people never have to worry about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna think alike. But at the end of the day, it's still right and wrong. But some motherfuckers know what's right and what's wrong. You learn that shit when you was a baby. Motherfucker tap your hand when you touch something you ain't supposed to, or you touch the stove and that motherfucker hot, it'll burn you.
Yep.
You know not to touch that stove no more. You know what I'm saying? Right and wrong. That's all. That's what the problem is in this damn country. You motherfuckers need to get up, man. Yeah, man. There you go. Common sense has been so uncommon.
Hell yeah, bro. You know, we could put the blame all the way back on education, all the way up to the top of the fucking government. But I think we ain't got nobody to blame but ourselves for not taking this shit back. You know, like we should have done this shit a long time ago. We all need to be on the same page.
Yeah.
It's hard to get everybody on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one group of people that are fighting for one thing, and it's like another group of people fighting for another thing, and it's like, why can't we all just fight for the one thing that's making all these other things happen? You know what I'm saying?
But you know why? Because it's a collective of a lot of things. We don't just have one problem. Like we have one problem, I'm pretty sure we can all attack one problem and be like, okay, we can solve that one problem. But we have numerous problems, and then we're not on like just like recently when they did fight for like fighting races and injustice. Like, you know, there was that's a fight in itself. That's been 100 years of fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's finally like you see, it's been a lot of white folks fighting against it because I believe they're fed up with the government and all these motherfuckers and they bullshit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They tired of that bullshit. Yes, they like, man, look, y'all, this shit been going on for too goddamn long, man. Stop this bullshit.
Yeah. I think
You know
the biggest misconception that happened in history is people, yeah, we ended slavery, but I think they really enslaved us all. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
Now we got to pay them for everything we do. We work, we got to pay them money for it. You know, that's slavery. That's involuntary servitude. It's fucked up. I think everybody needs to wake up and get pissed and say, fuck you guys, we're taking it back.
Right, but then what's the process of how do we take it back? You know what I'm saying? How do we take it back when they got so much of a stranglehold thing? 1% of it, 1% is only 1% of this whole damn thing that holds more money damn than almost everybody in America. How does that happen?
Right.
How the fuck does that happen? 1% have damn near more money than everybody in the fucking America, and they make all the rules.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? How did that? We don't have a game plan to fight that. Mm-mm. We don't have a game plan to fight that because I mean we can fight and we gonna win somebody. They gonna give us something, but they're never going to let us. I'm talking about us as a people, American people as a whole, make the adjustments that we need to make to change some of the things that's going on around here ethically, because they need us to fight amongst each other for they shit to work. You see what I'm saying? They say if we throw a monkey when we say we make them fight white against black, then we can run a couple of laws right behind them, but they're not paying attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But when they actually see black and whites pull together and we coming at you and we all coming at you as one, they have a problem. They have a big problem. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be hard as long as we don't divide, we're good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay focused.
We gotta stay out of the media because the news is what's trying to push that divide. It seems like every time they want to describe something, they describe them by color. That's automatically trying to classify people or separate people, and I blame it on them all the way. And we all know who controls them. You know what I mean? The same dude that owns the media.
That's cool, but you got to go back to where the problem's at. Like whatever fucked up shit happened, whoever did it is the problem.
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like the George Floyd thing. Like he knew that was excessive, and everybody who there knew it, and nobody did nothing.
No, it was crazy. It's crazy. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life, and everybody just standing around like, why didn't they not jump in and protect him? They had every right to jump in and take that cop out if they wanted to. It's like,
you know what? But
they got a gang. They got a whole gang.
But the thing with that is this, and this is what really gets me. Where they like, man, all cops. It says all cops aren't bad. All they say is, if you're a good cop and you sit and watch a bad cop do bad shit, then that makes you bad also.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So how many good cops is it? Because there's been too much fucked up shit been going on. Like and it continues to happen. Like, and I know these motherfuckers see the shit and it continues to happen. You know why? Because there's they're not facing repercussions. They walking most of the time. Nobody's going to jail. As long as they don't go to jail. What? I'm like, fuck it. I can kill as many motherfuckers I want.
That's
I'm not
right.
going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's just stupid in a whole. But I'm just like, when you think about it, like, okay, we just have to continue to fight as a whole. We're gonna move inches because we got this 1% that controls everything. So how do we break that up? How do we stop that? That's a question I would want anybody who can actually answer that question. Feel free to answer that question. How do we get when 1% of motherfuckers control this whole thing? How far can we move forward? The others American people. You know what I'm saying? How far can we move forward? How?
We'd have to definitely get the military to side with us. If not, then we're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they swore to fight for this country, they're not going to look back and say, "Oh, the American people need us. We need to stand up for them."
Right.
I don't know. I just don't see that. Like, if they would, that would be surprising. But I just think, man, it's going to be a fight. The fight's going to last longer than me and you're going to live, and probably our kids and grandkids will live. You know what I'm saying?
It's time we started sending messages out to all of our soldiers talking about we need their help. We've been overran by corrupt.
By corrupt politicians, and they got, man. Then you see the part where they said that the Russians had bounties out on American soldiers?
Oh yeah, crazy shit.
Like, what the fuck? This supposed to be your boy, right? Call that motherfucker and check his ass. Hey, look, motherfucker, don't ever do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's your boy. Check his ass. Call that motherfucker and say, man, don't do no shit like that ever again. Period. Or we're going to get on that ass. Flat out. That's your boy. You know what I'm saying? Just flat out. You motherfuckers know you're not doing that. You fucking come out, you got anything against our soldiers, you take one of them out. We on y'all ass. We on y'all ass. Flat out. Don't go around fucking with these other little motherfuckers and don't go fucking with them. Go fuck with them. They doing shit. Y'all kill one soldier, we on y'all ass. Period. That's what should be said. I should be president. They ain't gonna like me because I'm gonna be putting some shit. My mouth will be worse than Trump. Cause motherfucker try that shit one time, I'm busting that ass. Flat out. You fuck up one of our people. You fuck with any of our people, I'm fucking you up. Period. You're not touching no Americans.
Oh, my bad. There we go. Hell yeah. We would definitely wipe them off the map.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker, y'all touch any American. We whooping y'all ass. Flat out.
Hell yeah.
You know shit, that's just the way it goes. Like, man, a lot of this shit, man, is just, I don't know, man, common sense, like you said. And common sense ain't so common.
Mm-hmm. These soldiers, man, when they come back from war and shit, when they're considered veterans, they look at them like fucking terrorists because they know too much. They trained them, so they know what they know, you know? So we automatically look at them like terrorists. They don't give them the treatment they deserve.
Right.
It's shit on. I hate it. It's shitty.
Yeah, man. There's no way a veteran should be sitting on thing homeless. Ever. Ever. You should have unlimited resources and put in certain spots where you never be homeless.
Right, yeah.
Never be homeless. You pay your debt. You help serve this country. You should never be homeless. You should never be like, I'm a homeless vet. I'm a vet. You should never see a vet sitting on a roll like that.
Exactly. I don't think we should have anybody homeless as long as we're, just letting people come here and get visas and work. But we still have homeless people on the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not housing people? I know we can afford to do it. We can afford to do it for free without, the taxpayers. I'd rather pay taxes to help go towards something like that rather than some bullshit, somebody's pocket, so I think it's just whack how shit's set up. I think we need to take over everybody take over their own fucking city, their own Capitol building. I think if everybody, and I know it's not possible because they ain't everybody ever going to be on the same page, but everybody get together, band together and take over their own shit. Oh shit. Lost connection again. Well shit, well. It's been our 1 hour mark. This has been a hell of a show. Oh, here we go. He's back in.
You can call my phone private and knocking my shit off.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Can you hear me?
So I can hear you now. Yep.
All right, good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
boy. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, I was saying as you froze up that if we could get everybody, the whole nation together to stand against this shit, then we probably have a pretty good fucking chance. There's a lot of people. But getting everybody to realize what's going on, like there's so many people out there that are just totally oblivious as to what's going on out there. They really have no clue, and they don't really have any interest in learning, you know? And that's what scares me.
And most of them listen to Trump, and Trump, he lies all fucking day. I'm like, look, there's no way. I'm like, all I'm saying is like, dude, just get up there, tell us the truth. Help us out, give us some, you know what I'm saying? And then motherfucker take it and run with it. You can't take his words and run with them. I'm like, so that's a problem. That's the reason why, like, and then when you get a bunch of motherfuckers that fuck, we're gonna follow this motherfucker and not follow what I know is correct. It's like me sitting here telling you, like, okay, man, this wheel right here is black, and you be like, no, man, that's red because Trump told me it was red. No, use your mind. Your eyes won't lie to you. Your eyes not gonna lie to you. All I'm saying is, and that's what's gonna be the problem of really getting everybody on the same page, because when you come up from a different walk of life than others,
yeah,
it's hard to get them to understand your position. Yes, some people came up with silver spoons. Some people came up out of the ghetto, like I did. Some people came up in, you know, middle class, in the middle class. Some motherfuckers were just we struggle for everything that we got. We everything we got, we worked hard for. Yeah. We scuffled out of the dirt to get stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
so,
yeah.
With that being said, you have two different things, and you want them to understand your perspective. They don't seem to get it because they had it a certain way, and then they're like, "Well, no, that's not true because y'all had, we didn't." You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like you try to explain your position to somebody else, and you know, and until they actually see it with their own eyes, they don't believe it.
Right. Yeah, it sucks.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know, and it's like this. I listen to everybody's stories, and because I like to hear stories. I want to hear stories that from rags to riches stories, like, because it lets you know, like, okay, everything's possible. But a lot of people like who grew up in better positions, they want to look, oh, y'all this and that, y'all want to be leeches, y'all want to be this and that, y'all bumming, y'all this and that. Like, oh, well, we trying to survive. Right. And one thing the best, and this one is, I think, the best thing that I ever came up with. I'm gonna say I was one of them, and I was like, you know, you don't never judge a motherfucker from the decision they had to make, because you never knew what the options was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like me looking at you like, man, I had to judge because you had to choose this or that, and you chose this, and then everybody looking at you side eye like, man, why are you doing that? They never know what your other options was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They never know what the option you had, whatever option you had. They don't understand what the other options was. So until you know my options, don't criticize me for making the decision what I felt was best for me and my family.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't, you know, a lot of people don't get that. You have to make your decision what you believe is best. They don't know your position. Like, man, you judging people when you don't even know the options.
Yeah, it's not right for somebody to dictate how somebody else should live their life. They've never been in their shoes, so I think that's fucked up for people.
You have to let people know what was on the table. Okay, well, this was either this or this. What do you choose? What do you think I should choose? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to know what your options was from the decisions that you make. Everybody makes these decisions for the options they have. and they choose accordingly. And sometimes every choice ain't a great one. It's a fucked up choice, but it has to be done for you to get where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's right, man. Hell
yeah.
The world is a fucked up place, and I really hope that somehow it gets fixed before our lifetime, so we can see it happen. Before our life's over.
I don't see it. I don't see it probably happening. Not even in my grandkids' time.
Probably not, man. That's the sad part. It might only get worse.
You know what? Because, man, this country has a lot of bad blood on its hands, and it just won't fess up to the fucked up shit that they have done, and that they still doing. They can't fess up to that shit and be like, okay, how do we move forward as a whole? Because if we can all pull together as a whole, we'd be a stronger country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no team ever strong. The team is only as strong as its weakest link. You know what I'm saying? So if you motherfuckers live here with billions of dollars and you got people down here starving, then this is the reputation of this country. Y'all got all this, and y'all will still let people starve. You see what I'm saying? That's the reputation of this country.
Exactly.
There's blood on the country at his hand, man. This country has fought. You know what I'm saying? And I got mad love for the motherfuckers who fought for this country. But then a lot of people like the only motherfuckers that Vietnam and all that were fighting for freedom. A lot of these motherfuckers were fighting for greed and oil and money.
Yeah.
From a greedy ass government. Because they was attacking with Kuwait, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Why? Why was he all these attacks? Iraq, right? That's some of these wars not even. They wasn't even worth us fighting. But it was over some oil and some money. And none of them we didn't get.
Hell yeah. We got Sid Jones running for president in 2024, man. He wants this shit fixed. He wants the people to have the power. Sid Jones running for president in 2024.
Sid Jones for president.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. So he better hit me up for vice. I'll go vice with him.
Hell yeah. I'm sure he'd be fucking honored. Damn.
And we'll be unstoppable.
Oh yeah. We already know he makes a good preacher, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, man, we're at our hour mark. We really appreciate you coming on and discussing everything with us, man. We really just wanted to get your point of view on everything, and let everybody know that Flint still has a problem. We still need everybody's attention. Rightfully so. We have been done wrong.
I appreciate you having me on, my brother.
Hell yeah, bro. Anytime, man.
Hey, I got too much money. All right, my brother. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, bro. We'll see you at a show soon. I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Hell yeah, bro. Take care, man.
Yep, you too, man.
Hell yeah, y'all. Give it up for Frank Nitty, y'all. That was the shit. I really appreciate Frank for coming on the show, motherfuckers. Make sure to spread the word. Flint needs some motherfucking help. We need some help. We need some help. We needed some help for a long time. And it's not going to happen, obviously, with the media the way it is. You just forgot about us. Everybody forgot about us. So make sure to spread the word. Get that shit out there. Tune in tomorrow right here on the Sid Jones Network for Tales from the Lotus podcast. In the daytime, I believe we have Corrupt Barbie in the morning. I have to look at the schedule again. Don't mark my words yet. But yeah, we got a whole fucking week of shit lined up for all y'all motherfuckers. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow the Sid Jones Network. Pay attention, y'all. Time to give woke. Peace.